Send a text. AlanCoxShow.com. If you want to watch live, do it there. Who's helping out in the video department today? Lippy Dindonson. Lippy Dindonson. Thank you. Or is it Dindonson?
Dindonson.
Where is the... Man, I don't want to get the emphasis wrong. Lippy Dindonson?
Yes.
Thank you for assisting back there. I do appreciate it. Guardians play early tonight, thank Christ. It is a 6:10 game tonight, so we'll roll out around 6 o'clock. Get ready for that. They took 2 of 3 against the Twins here at home over the weekend. 2-0 the final yesterday. That's a barn burner, boy. But they will take on the Tigers of Detroit tonight at 6:10. That's the first of 3 before they host the Angels and then head to Chicago to play the White Sox next week. So you'll hear all of it here on WMMS. You're FM home for Cleveland Guardians. You didn't go over the weekend, did you? Any of those games?
No, I didn't make it to any of the games.
Yeah.
I had a real chill, but very nice weekend.
Yeah,
like
picnic and everything.
Yeah, Saturday we had a picnic. Friday I went to a show, comedy show, and some friends came with us. Leslie, who draws Ghostbag.
Yep.
Her and her husband came to the show, and they stopped over at my house beforehand. We had dinner and drinks.
Wow, look at you. You're like Hugh Hefner out there in Lakewood.
And Leslie hit a bunch of Ghostbag Post-it notes all over my house.
Mm-hmm.
So then when I got home from the show...
He's watching you fap.
Yeah, it said I always watch it. And it spelled out a little note. And so when I got home from the show on Friday night, I found one and I was like, I'll find the rest tomorrow. But then I spent the rest of the night trying to find them all. And I found all but 2. And then
like
I
Mary's
found
brother hiding all those Twizzlers around
right,
her old apartment.
So that's fun. Then, we had the picnic on Saturday. And then I discovered my new favorite game, which is...
Boggle.
Not Boggle.
Scrabble.
It's...
Trouble. Sorry.
The quick...
Pente.
Crossword puzzles. The little mini ones.
Don't know those.
That you can play on the New York Times app. And they are... It's usually like maybe 10 words total.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so fun.
Do you normally play the big New York Times crossword puzzle?
No, it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming.
Big.
But these smaller ones, it's all contained so that you are, even if you don't know something, if you figure everything else out, it'll fill it in for you. So they're very, very fun. So I played a lot of that on Saturday night because my girlfriend fell asleep at like 9:30.
I was going to say, Saturday night, built at home, doing tiny crossword puzzles.
And having the best time doing it.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Wow. Poundcake, were you doing anything like that? Were you playing tiny crossword puzzles?
No. Friday, it was Cinco de Mayo, so we didn't go out for like drinks or margaritas or anything like that. We ordered in, so I had...
Why didn't you go out?
I just didn't feel like it.
Yeah, okay.
Like, just with my schedule and stuff, when I have time to be home, I just want to be home. But that being said, I went out the next night. But Friday night, we ordered Mexican and then chilled at the house. And then Saturday night, we went to good old Studio West 117, and I got hammered. I hadn't been neck drunk in a while.
I could tell because you posted something on your story when, you were just.
What'd you post?
Was it on your story or was there a group chat?
It was on my story.
Okay, yeah. You were just.
Drunk photos?
Just drunk photos, and I was just trying new concoctions because I have a friend that works there, and he was trying out drinks on me. He's like, try this. And someone...
Oh, that's a sure way to get yourself wrecked.
Mm.
Yeah, I met a fan. I met a customer at the bar, and damn it, I was drunk, so I don't remember his name. But I've seen him before, and he's really nice, and he was there celebrating a friend's birthday party. I want to say it was like a Luke or something. I don't remember. I feel so bad because he bought me a drink. I was already getting a drink at the bar.
That's why when you're drunk, like the minute they do it, if you ever want to name check them, you got to like send yourself a note immediately.
Yeah.
I do that all the time if I'm out drinking because I'm like, I will not remember this in 20 minutes.
Yep, I was at the bar and he said, "Hey, Poundcake." I said, "Huh?" He said, "Hey." He was like,
"I got a new concoction I wanted you to try."
Yeah,
it's in the men's room.
He was like, "Big fan of the show, blah, blah, blah. I met you before." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, we were on Stonewall together at some point. And he's like, "Yeah, we weren't on the same team, but yeah." I was like, "Yeah, hi." And he's like, "Can I buy you a shot?" And I said, "Of what?"
Was it Ricky?
I don't remember.
Oh.
What? How do you know? Where did Ricky come from?
Because when I was watching my friend play dodgeball, he was playing, and I know he's played in Stonewall with you.
Is he a bigger guy?
Yeah. Glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably Ricky.
Hey, it's
Yeah,
probably
okay.
Ricky.
Yeah,
There you go.
Probably Ricky.
All right.
And
Well,
I took a straight tequila shot, which I haven't done that in a while either. And
good for you.
I was like, okay. And I went back and sat down, and I think that's right when I took the picture. I said, I'm feeling confident right now. Let's take a selfie.
Yeah, drinking a bunch of concoctions, and then you top it off with a tequila shot. That'll put you right over the top, homie.
I'm so freaking hot right now. I got my boyfriend sitting on the patio.
Right.
I got a drink in my hand.
It's a good night.
Let's take a picture.
Hey, everybody, let's get over here. All of his selfies are pointing out
It was like, you got your
just the
camera
sky
around.
and the tops of trees. And what happened to all my selfies?
I was asking the bartender, I was like, I thought this was a club. Where's the dancing? There's no dancing. And they were like, that would be at the symposium next door. I was like, oh, okay, let's go over there. They're like, oh, it's closed tonight. I said, what? It's a bar.
The
Why
symposium
would it
is
be
closed on a Saturday night.
I think
What does that mean?
It's only open when they have like events or something.
Oh, like a show or I see.
Yeah, I was like, I want to go dance. What? I have to go to Twist now?
They don't have a dance spot in that whole complex on a Saturday night?
I guess not.
That can't be right.
I thought the same thing.
Gonna get that gay money drying up toot sweet.
In my drunk mind, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. So it was fine. And then we went home.
Did your McBoyfriend end up babysitting you? Were you guys equally lit?
No, he doesn't drink, so he was cool. I have a
He
DD.
doesn't drink?
No, he doesn't drink.
Wow, so he's out with you and you're getting lit up and he's sober?
Yes.
You are not a good companion. You at least got to take it easy if your significant other doesn't drink at all.
No, but
You got to get a little buzzed. You got wrecked.
not about the drink. What you mean?
I just think that that's me. If I were dating somebody who was sober and I drank,
I don't look to change him, so why should he look to change me? We're going to a bar. What do you
I'm just
think?
saying I think it would be
Matter
kind
fact,
of more considerate.
That's why I was trying out concoctions, because I was like, let me get and a Sprite. And I'd take him back to Sprite, and I would get whatever the bartender would make for me. And then we went home and watched Contagion, and then I fell asleep.
Went home and watched Contagion when Gwyneth Paltrow dies?
I don't know. I fell asleep.
She dies in like the first 10 minutes, doesn't she? You fell asleep fast.
Contagion?
He went where everybody gets sick? It's a virus movie. Matt Damon, Mayer and Cotillard, yeah.
Yeah.
When he dies in like the first 10 minutes, doesn't
Yeah,
she?
I fell asleep.
Yeah. Wow, look at you.
So he probably was sick of me. He's like, oh,
Well done.
couldn't even make it through the movie.
Well, because Gwen and I both went to ministry on Friday night, but she's like, you can go Saturday by yourself. So I was rolling solo with that Spirit Box show. But we, Gary Newman was one of the acts that opened for ministry at the
Did he play
Agora.
short people?
Shut up. I've heard if one more person between Rob and Kennedy and you telling me the same goddamn Randy Newman joke.
I didn't know Rob already used it.
What,
Rob told me.
you guys all back there writing material for me or what?
Well, Rob was writing it for me, and I finally worked it in. I didn't know he was running it by you,
yeah.
too. Rob,
Kennedy
make me look silly.
Kennedy threw it at me first, I think, like on Friday. And I was like, what? I didn't get it at first. I go, oh, Randy Newman got it. But no, Gary Newman, here in my car, that guy, right? And the dude's 65 years old, but he still has this. I think that he was probably lip syncing a lot of the show. It was a lot more, his music turned out to be a lot more aggressive than I thought it was going to be, which is not a complaint. But he's 65 years old, but he still has this dark black. If you Google him, you'll see the hair, right? It's like a early 90s Keanu swoop. And it was hard. He kind of took you out of it because my wife kept calling him Spooky Zoolander because she's like, I cannot get past this guy's hair. But the crowd's great for a show like Ministry and Gary Newman Frontline Assembly. Like, it's a lot of old punks and metal heads and things like that, so that's fine. It was a great time. But about my recollection, or people telling me at least, is that Gary Newman hadn't been in Cleveland for quite some time. Last time he was here, like his tour bus ran somebody over or something like that. Last time Gary Newman was in town, his tour bus like hit and killed somebody. That's the story that people were telling me. So about 20 minutes into Gary Newman's set, there's this hole in we're up in a box and we're looking down on the main floor there. And we see all these staff people rushing over, and somebody has passed out or fallen or gotten hurt or something. And they're trying to pull this person out. And all I could think was, if somebody dies, when Gary Newman's in Cleveland this time, dude's never, ever coming back. But it was some old dude who, I don't know if he had maybe got too hot. Yeah, maybe. A big dude, but an older guy. And they hauled him out, and I imagine he's probably okay after that. But a great show. But yeah, old crowd, old artists, but a lot of fun. But nothing. I didn't see anything like that at the Spirit Box show on Saturday night. I didn't see anybody fall down. I didn't see. There was a couple in front of me that had like their daughter with them, and I don't know if Spirit Box has a female frontwoman, and it's some screaming, but it's kind of hard to pigeonhole that band, which is why they're becoming so popular. It's kind of like if Lana Del Rey was fronting Tool, is kind of the closest thing I can get to it, and even that doesn't do it justice. So there is an inordinate number of female fans for a metal show of that kind. And so there was a couple near me that had like their daughter with them who looked to be maybe 9 or 10 years old. So I didn't know if it was like her first show or if she dug this band already, and they said, we'll take you. I don't know what it was. But, those shows get really, really sweaty, which is part of the appeal. It's part of the allure. My wife says it smells like Afterbirth and Butthole in one of those shows, and that's why she wasn't going to go. I said, well, I'll go. That way I can, dip whenever I want. But it was fine. But all I could think was, man, if somebody dies when Gary Newman's here again, it's not going to be a good look. It's not going to be a good look.
Curse City. Curse Tour.
Your boy Creed, you're an Office fan. Creed Bratton is coming to do the House of Blues.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool.
End of the month. For people who...
Actually, Mary and I might go to that.
You should.
Yeah.
I think he was a musician way before he was an actor.
Mm-hmm.
Creed's had bands all along the way. So, anyway, Poundcake gets lit up. You got a DD with your McBoyfriend, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably from 117th to the crib is probably 10 minutes.
If that, yeah.
Yeah. And so you guys get home. Well, it's your place or his place?
Mine.
Your place, yeah. And then you pass out.
Mm-hmm.
And does he leave? Does he tuck you in and leave?
No, he stayed.
Oh, he does. Okay, I don't know.
He pretty much stayed that entire weekend.
Usually when you're babysitting somebody who's drunk and passed out, you're kind of like, once you make sure they're good, you're out the door.
But Bill can attest to this. I've been drunk at his house or being drunk around him. I'm drunk, but I'm never a sloppy drunk. Like, I'm a nice drunk. I take care of myself.
No, I don't mean sloppy, but you said you passed out as soon as you got home.
But there is no babysitting involved.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I'm not
you don't have to worry about him.
I'm not a liability. I'm not one of these friends that get drunk and fall on the ground. Well, that happened one time, but that was one time. I'm not a type of drunk that gets into people's cars and you don't know where they are. They run away. I'm not that type of drunk. I know my limit. I remember the drunkest I probably had ever been in my adult life was at Erica's Dirty 30. And somehow, some way, by the grace of God, I think I had my grandmother Daisy from heaven watching me that night because I don't remember past a certain point. Those pictures are just like a blank stare, staring into the abyss. I somehow called my Uber, got the right address, got into the right car, and woke up in my bed with my contacts taken out and like my phone on the charger. I'm like, wow. Like, I felt very... I don't know.
Accomplished?
Yes, because I'm like, you did all that and you don't remember a thing.
Right. If you're lucky, you can kind of do it all on autopilot.
But I don't want to make a habit of that.
Right. Well, fortunately, Erica won't have another 30th birthday party.
Correct.
So you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, no, it's too soon.
Okay, guess what, man?
What?
Guess what? Did you hear about all the notes?
All the notes that someone left for Bill?
That's right.
Yeah, I heard about him. He just said it.
You know what? You son of a bitch. This guy's getting snippy all of a sudden. Not like he's still drunk.
Possibly.
You know what that means?
What does it mean?
It means I'm cheating on you now.
So you're watching Bill?
I'm watching Bill.
Oh, hey.
Go for it.
Lots to watch.
I mean, so far, not really. There was a picnic.
Hey,
Yawn.
the picnic had a little after party in the bedroom, so
Yeah.
we had a little afternoon delight, as they say.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There was a lot of moving and shaking. And then there was some Saturday Night Scrabble. I think I was there for that.
That was a crossword puzzle.
Same thing. Saturday Night Scrabble.
It's a good time, though.
That's right.
They're fun. You should try them. Keeps your brain mossy and sharp.
I feel like you're gonna be bored with Bill. I don't feel like
So far, I am. You're correct. I was thinking that I was gonna really see something. But I'll tell you what, Poundcake. I'm gonna keep running back to you, baby. There's no other way to say it.
I was
The
gonna
plan
Back
worked.
to you.
Be boring. So Ghostbag leaves me alone.
Yeah, I feel like Bill doesn't toss off nearly as much as I do. He doesn't have as many toys as I do, and yeah, he's just not as fun. I feel like.
You don't know me.
Okay.
But you do have a lot of toys. I will say
I
that.
have a lot
But
of-
you got to keep them in the package or they lose their value.
That's right.
That's the whole thing.
He got a speak and spell. He's got.
not those
He's
toys.
got G.I. Joe.
A sit and spin, maybe.
Don't ask
Oh,
what
no. Don't spin.
You don't spin.
No, I am much too big to be a spinner.
You do whatever you want with your toys. I'm just saying, I'm gonna come back out there and see what's going on with you. But I might, at least now, I got a reason to go back and forth between you and Bill.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Maybe if I want to.
Bill doesn't live too far from me. He lives like 5 minutes away from me, and he has a better view. So if you like peeping with a view, definitely Bill's place. I would have to say that.
You know I'm not hailing a taxi, right? It doesn't matter how far.
You
I
can
park
float
there.
up to whatever floor he's on.
I can blink my eyes and be there in a second.
Yes, you can.
You think I'm hailing an Uber? I can be there
Goober taxis, you
as
don't have
quickly.
those.
But... Okay. Shut up, dummy. What I'm trying to say, I'm trying to pay you a compliment.
Okay.
I was watching you when you were all passed out.
Okay.
I didn't see much.
Well, I usually keep my hands down my pants to keep, my balls warm, but that was probably the extent of it.
Are you worried that your balls are gonna get cold? Is that what you're saying?
It's a
Keep your
comfort
balls
thing.
warm. All right. I didn't see much. I heard a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Bill, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he Poundcake's a farter. When he's
Yeah, I
sleeping.
know, he
Oh,
farts.
Lots of farts.
He's farting all the time. That's why he tries to
I hold
blame
him.
it on people that are outside of his studio when it's really just him.
Yeah, but it's potentially dangerous for me because I can be blown around very easily.
That's your fault.
If there's a fan, if there's a wayward fart, I can get smacked into the opposite wall.
Well, then can't you
Very,
just
very
blink your
dangerous.
eyes and be back where you were?
Yes, but I have all that. I have all those fart fumes in my eyes, and it makes it difficult to get. All right, anyway, I'll see you later.
Yeah, once we get into the mechanics of Ghostbag, it gets a little tricky.
Well, people like to know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how does this work? How does that work? It's very, very strange. But there it is. Bill had some afternoon delight.
Yeah.
And after all that cheese,
We eat that much cheese.
after the lasagna and the charcuterie board.
Well, the lasagna was the night before.
oh,
Yeah, I did
The-
have a lot of leftover queso too from our Mexican dinner that we had.
oh my God. Yeah, but you probably hadn't passed the lasagna yet.
No, I
It's probably still
took a
weighing you
dump in the
down.
morning. It was ready to go.
All right, good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you were prepped.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wake up, took the dog on a walk. I'm pretty regular with the BMs, I do a BM in the AM.
That's good.
Yep.
3
Usually one
times
in
a
the
day.
PM too.
Thrice daily.
I'm a twice a day kind of guy.
That's
Sometimes
good too.
3 times.
That's better than people who are like, I go once a week.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you need to make an appointment with your physician immediately because that is not good. I'm going to take a break here. If you want to send